Hello, my friends. Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you with an impromptu CGC unboxing tonight. Wednesday night. A Wednesday night. What's up with that, guys? You got it. It's Wednesday, August 27th, I think. Is it? I'm not even sure what day it is. Yeah, if you saw my Instagram post, my Facebook post, 16 boxes. I have to unbox, and I only have so much time, guys. I gotta utilize my time here and try to get through them, to process them and get them back to you guys. I'm Kevin the Comic Doctor. I'm a CGC and PSA dealer located in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. And like I said, I do CGC and PSA unboxings every single week. It's just, I think CGC was at San Diego, and they were at another big con just after that, and they got back to their headquarters in Sarasota, and they just friggin' zapped me with a bunch of books. I knew it was going to happen, and there's more coming. That's why I got to get through this, because I got a ton. And what's really strange is that although all these books are coming back right now, it's kind of quiet at the shop. We've got orders, but not like hundreds and thousands of orders. But we've got, again, if you are interested in having your books pressed and cleaned right now, today, perfect time to do it. You'll get your books back probably in under a month. I mean, sorry, I shouldn't say that. The pressing and cleaning part will be done in under a month. And then we will send them off to CGC. Turnaround time to CGC is about the same. You go over to their website and see exactly how it is. We have Dan in the house, Dave's in the house, John's here. How you doing, John? Justin here. How you doing, Justin? Red Hood Comic. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. We do need to do another show. You're damn right. We kept trying, and then we were like strangers in the night. Just wouldn't happen. And so whenever you're ready, I'm ready. Okay. Let's get going, guys. I'm still kind of jet lagged and kind of tired, but I had to get it done. I was going to do this earlier today, but I was hankering for some crab. So I went over to Red Lobster and I had a big pound of crab, and I'm well fed now. I'm well hydrated as I drink my aqua, and it's ready. I'm ready to show you the stuff. Okay. Hey, Trev, I think there's some Niagara Falls books that have come back as well. So let's get going here. Lots of individual orders, which is going to mean a lot of organizing for me tomorrow. I'm going to put these somewhere safe over here. All right, let's see what we got. So first off, we have, I'm going to move back a little bit here. Oh, I don't want my sound to stop working. My computer is somewhat temperamental. Hey, doing Bad Hombre? Good to see you. I hope you guys enjoyed the show last night with Elizabeth from PSA. We've got a 9.8 Mark Spears Monsters. Can't really see it that well. And a 9.8 because of the type of cover. How you doing? Hey, Trevor, how are you? We have an Ultimate Fallout 4 and a 9.6. I will try to sort these out tomorrow. Tomorrow's my first day back to school, half day. I'll come back and I'll try to sort these. I've got a ton of invoices to send. Guys, if you've got books at CGC right now and have not received an invoice, it's coming. It's coming. I've got a ton of invoices to send out as well. We've got a Top Flight Comics #1 from 1942, a Canadian comic in a 2.0. Very cool. Very, very cool. I might even do another show tomorrow night. We'll know when I go. We got a Sea Devils #32 and a 7.0. These are JP's books that were sent back to me in error. These were sent back without the pedigree. These awesome pedigree labels. So I had to send them back. They've been sitting at CGC for about 3.5, 4 months. And they were supposed to send these back to JP directly. Hey, look, they're at my place. Wonderful. Wonderful. Not too happy about that, because I got to pack them up and ship them myself now. Sea Devils 31 and 7.5. Again, another pedigree book. That's a Boston pedigree. We've got a National Geographic, the book you don't see very often. Magazine with a very famous cover. You're all going to recognize this. They were kind of mean to the grade, I think. 6.5. Famous cover. Hey, David, how are you? I'm glad you could make it live. Good to see you. Got Red Hood in the house. You got David D in the house. Good to see you both. Two good American men there. We got a Marvel 2-in-1 #8 and an 8.5. And I'm not sure exactly what books are here. I grabbed the 4 boxes that were the oldest. I mean, that arrived this earliest, and I just cracked them open. And here I am with you. We have a Amazing Spider-Man 238 signed by John Romita Jr. right there in a 9.4. Hey, Prime, how's it going? Thanks. I'm glad you like. Let's see here. We have a 7.5 copy of X-Men 101 versus Phoenix. We have a Harley Quinn #1 variant cover in a 9.8. Adam Hughes, I believe. We have an Invincible Iron Man. Also in a 9.8. Right there. Very cool. We've got a couple more of these Sea Devils. We got #3 here, and that's Bethlehem pedigree. These I've shown these on the show before, but they were not properly pedigreed. And a Bethlehem copy of 8.5, #14 right there. I love those pedigree labels. They are pretty sick. All right, we got a Silver Age book here. A couple of Silver Age books. We have an Avengers #11. I think first meeting of Spider-Man with the Avengers in a 6.0. And then an Avengers #4. A first Silver Age Captain America. It's a lower grade copy. And a 1.8. Right there. Yeah, that's about right, I think. What else? Any more in here? Yeah, we got a couple more. Box 1 is almost done. We got a One Punch Man and a 9.8. And an Uncanny X-Men 266, first appearance of Gambit in a 9.4 right there. And that's a newsstand copy right there. That's box #1. I have been noticing, guys, if you watched my show last night with Elizabeth from PSA, we were talking a little bit about shipping costs and, what the costs are. Yeah, out of all the boxes I opened today, I had between 15 and 20 magazines/comics in my CGC boxes. In the old days, when I say the old days, just a few months back, I was getting between 20 and 25. So, yeah, there's going to obviously have to be a change to my shipping costs because they're just not putting as many books in the box as they were before, and I'm still being charged pretty much exactly the same. So, yeah. It's not going down. It's staying the same or going up. So you might start seeing a slight increase in the return shipping. Generally speaking, for books coming back from CGC graded, I generally charge $10 Canadian per book. You might see an increase in that to $12.50 or $12, and the magazines may go up to like to $15 each because there's even less of those coming back. I'm getting like a box of like 8 magazines. It's like it's killing me. It's very expensive to ship these back. Still cheaper to do that than to have the books go directly back to you. If it was cheaper for me to ship these books back to you, believe me, guys, I would do it. You see all those boxes I put on my Instagram. If these books were going directly back to clients, I wouldn't have to worry about sorting. They would go directly back to you guys. And to be honest, that would be absolutely wonderful. No more shows like this, but I would do a what's in the press versus, unboxings. Needless to say, it's an extra work for me to do this, but I do it again because it cuts down your CGC fees for Canadians significantly. Okay. Let me put these away and let me grab box #2 is in the queue here, ready to go. Again, we're doing 4 boxes. I'm going to get through 4 boxes tonight quickly and then get to bed because I am absolutely still kind of zonked. A little bit jet lag still. So box number, they're there. There's the invoices there. I'll do that tomorrow. Okay. Let's see what we have. Who else is here? Prime says, can't wait till I see my comics on the show. And I wish I knew whose books are which. I have no clue until I sort them. I've been getting lots of emails from people saying, Kevin, are my books in those, 16 boxes? I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know. Remember, the CGC combines orders and ships them back to me. So I don't know. In that box we just saw, here, I'll give you an example. In that box we just saw, it included all these, like about probably 20 invoices, which means that I have a lot of single, double orders in there. Every single one of these is a separate order. So it's probably like 15 to 20 different people's books in that. Well, I wouldn't say 15. Probably 10 different people's books in that last order I just showed you. So just give you an idea. So I have no idea until I sit down, take all my files out, and cross-reference the invoice numbers on each of the certification numbers. I don't know whose are whose. So I can't really say. The only time I would know if it's somebody's book that I remember doing. Dannon. Yeah, exactly, Dan. Exactly. You have it memorized? Yeah. Like Dave was asking if some of his books were there. Dave B's been waiting for this Amazing Fantasy Silver Edition for months and months. When it comes back, I know it's Dave B's. But other than that, I wouldn't really know. Okay, let's keep going here. Box number 2. Got a lot of Secret Wars books in here. A lot of very finds, it seems. We got a Secret Wars number 3 and an 8.0 right there. We've got a Secret Wars number 4 and a 9.0 right there. David, that does help too. But I know most of the guys on here, kind of. We got a 9.0 copy of number 9. We have a 9.0 copy of number 11. I just wanted you guys to see the amount of books that came in. I couldn't believe it. And I mean, look, I send books to CGC and now PSA every 7 to 10 days. I'm shipping books out, so you can see how it can add up and pile up over there. And then if they have a delay over there, and they get through their delay, all of a sudden I'm just bombarded with books. We got a Secret Wars number 6 and a 7.5. I have a feeling we're going to see a little bit of a lull in October probably because, like I said, it's pretty slow right now. I am sending books down, but like today I sent around 25 books down. I had to send a small order in today because the Roy Thomas signing deadline was tomorrow, so I shipped it today. Oh, sorry, it's on Friday, the deadline. So I had to send one book, so I sent about 20 books in. So I'm gonna have a little smaller orders going in, but they're gonna go. Secret Wars number 8 and a 7.5. We got a Harley Quinn book here. We got a Harley Quinn number 45 and a 9.8. Very cool. We have a Secret Wars number 5 newsstand and a 6.0. And a number 1 and an 8.5 right there. Then we have some JSAs. We got a JSA issue of Evil Ernie Revenge number 1, signed by Stephen Hughes, Jason Jensen, and Brian Polidano. It's the commemorative edition in a 9.2 right there. Yeah, the front is really beautiful. The back has some issues. That's why you got the 9 point. You got probably 4 pretty significant, I wouldn't even call them ticks. They're longer than ticks. So, but a 9.2 had nonetheless. There are some mags here. Did your mag come back? Remind me, Mike, you had a mag, Sports Illustrated, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. You had the Playboy, but that's not gone yet, I don't think. Was there a mag as well? Did you have a Sports Illustrated mag, an older one? If so, it might be back. Okay, that's it for this. We've got a Wolverine 88 deluxe edition. Excuse me, a 9.0. We have an A&M 361 newsstand and a 9.4. And this next one really kind of pisses me off. Courtney Hutter, how's it going? That's someone I haven't heard from in a long time. One of Mr. P, one of my old students there. How's it going? Good to see you. How you been? Oh, it's Willie Mays. No, it's not yours. It's not yours, Bad Hombre. I got an 8.5 copy of Star Wars 44. This one here, this is an irritation right here. This is the whole idea of the color touch. This book here had a bunch of color touch on it, and I sent it away. It came back, and I told the owner, like, if books come back that have been color touched and it comes back restored, so we'll keep working on it. We won't charge you for that, but we got to charge you for the grading, at least the cost of the grading, which I do. And it still came back. We went through even more, and it still came back restored. So at this point, I'm like, give me a flipping break. And you can see where we've removed the color touch. And they know exactly that this is them just being, in my opinion, dickheads, because they know exactly what we're doing. You know, it's kind of frustrating. It's only we can do the color touch removal, right? Yeah, sure. You know, that's the issue. That's very frustrating with that. And that's why I'm really at the point now when it comes to color touch removal, I'm very hesitant on doing it anymore, because it's a waste of time and money for myself and for the client when CGC does something like that. Like that, all the color touch is gone. Come on, guys, it's gone. You know it's gone. Why are you saying there's color touch on? There was color touch on it, but it's gone now. So why are you saying it's still on there? We went through with the magnifying glasses and all that. And yeah, anyways, not going to harp on it, but it's just irritating. What are the irritations? So yeah, color touch removal. Probably won't be doing that much of that anymore. All right. So box number 2 is completed. And now we'll go on to box number 3. What did I do with those are there. Oh, I didn't show you guys this. All right. This was in there too. Didn't show it to you. Sometimes I skip books here and there, guys. We got a Deadpool 31. First full appearance of Ellie Camcho, Deadpool's daughter, and a 9.8 right there. Okay. I think that's it for that box. Pretty sure. Okay, so that's it. That's number 2. Come on, get in it. All right, let's this one here has a bunch of books, signature series books from Niagara Falls. Let's see what we got here. We have 9.8 copy of Scooby-Doo Where Are You, number 100, and a 9.8. And that's signed by Scott Ines. Very nice guy. Ines or Innes, I'm not sure how he pronounces it, but I met him and he was a very nice guy. We also have a TMNT number 1, signed by it's got a remark. It's got a remark and a signature by a sketch and a signature by Steve Levine. Very cool, and a 9.8. This next one is Trevor's book, because I remember seeing this, and actually the artist posted this on it. You'll find this on the artist's Instagram page. Signed and sketched by Mike Ruth. Check this baby out. Isn't that pretty? 9.8. You can find this if you go to Mike Ruth's Instagram. You'll see this just after he did it in Niagara Falls. Pretty cool. There you go, Trevor. It's all yours. We also have, what the heck? We have a 7.0 copy of Captain America 109, Origin of Captain America, and a 7.0 classic cover. This is pretty interesting right here. I'm not sure what the date on this would be. Weatherbird Comics. No publisher listed, no date. Baby Huey, number 13, file copy. This ain't new. Check this out, guys. 9.6. Weatherbird Comics. And it's got, you know, some of your cool featured characters there. And then, very neat. And a 9.6, very high grade. And I think these are, these are Brian's here, I think. 9.8 copy with a very cool Venom Lethal Protector, what do you call it? Custom label, 9.8, very cool. And to go along with it, a 9.6. Justin, your books are here. See, it's fun. It's like show and tell. I'm not sure which ones are yours. They're all yours? This next one hurts. One of my clients gave me an X-Men #1 double cover. I was talking about it a couple weeks back before I went away on vacation. They sent the book to the wrong place, blah, 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 blah. The book's back at CGC now. It might even be one of these boxes down that I have here. But the gentleman wanted the X-Men #1 graded, but he had also submitted an X-Men 94, triple signed. He did not want it graded. I sent it for grading. CGC calls me and says, "Oh, we found 3 signatures, Claremont, Cockerman, and Bob McLeod. Do you want us to authenticate them?" Yeah, sure, of course. 40, 80, 120 plus the grading. And I had to eat that because he didn't want it graded. So this is a very expensive screw up on my part, probably close to a couple $100 for nothing. And he's just going to crack it out. He doesn't want his signed books graded. So that hurt a little bit. Especially with all the extra work I had to do because of that stupid mishap with the shipping that CGC messed up on. We also have some pretty cool signed books here. We have a 9.8 copy of Trailer Park Boys Get a Effing Comic Book. No number. Signed by Bubbles, Sam Squatch, by Mike Smith right here in a 9.8. There's a signature there, and there's his remark over there. Very nice guy, actually. We also have another Trailer Park Boys. We have a Trailer Park Boys Get another, it's basically a different version of the book. This is signed by all three, by the Green Bastard, Bubbles, Mike Smith, Julian by John Paul Tremblay, and Ricky by Bob Wells. The AOG collection, they gave this book a 9.6, however, but signed in great colors there with the 3 different dudes in blue, red, and green. All right. Very nice copy. And then we have this one here signed, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 103, signed by Walter Jones, David Yost, and Amy Jo Adams at Niagara Falls, and a 9.8. These guys were great. Especially was the dude who played was the Black Ranger, I guess. What's his name? Zach. Walter Jones and Amy Jo Adams, very, very nice. David Yost, or whatever his name is, Billy the Blue Ranger, not the friendliest guy, I'll tell you that much. Although Walter Jones, I think, overcharged for this, but anyways, happens sometimes, guys. And by the way, those of you that sent books to Fan Expo, I'm hearing from my witness that a lot of the prices were changed on the spot. And this is becoming a real nuisance when doing signature series, where these celebrities or artists are changing their pricing once you get to the show. I've seen it happen personally with Lou Ferrigno last year at Hamilton. His price changed 3 times. Last year at Fan Expo, not this one, the last year, 2024 Fan Expo, Dolph Lundgren changed his price on the fly as well. When you're trying to organize everything and have all the money laid out and properly in place for these signatures, these celebrities, there should be something in the contract where, look, what's your price going to be in Canadian? And that's it. It can't be changed. It's ridiculous. It really is gouging and ridiculous, because when people get there, they go stand in line and they think the price is going to be $60 or $80. And they get there, now it's $125, and they only brought $80 with them. What are they supposed to do? That's just kind of, I think, pretty rude of these celebrities to do that. Not all the celebrities are doing that, but there's a select few. And even like I heard Mike Tyson was a bit problematic as well, in that he wasn't available for signing. I had one gentleman who wanted his book signed by Mike Tyson. Apparently that was the only signature we did not get, because he was not where he was supposed to be when he said he was going to be there. And there's more to that than that, but I'm not going to get into it now. But, it's a little irritating. Anyhow, it's fun to meet these guys. My witnesses really enjoy it, but sometimes it can be, yeah, everything has its, problems. Next we have, next we have Jonah Hex, Weird Western Tales, The Origin of Jonah Hex in a 4.0. That's number 29. Yes, exactly, which is very, very annoying. Very, very annoying. I didn't see the submission form, David. That's weird. Okay, I have to look for that. I didn't see that. I'll look for it. Yeah, get in touch with me and we'll figure that out. I didn't see that for. I was pretty good at checking the emails, but maybe one or two got by, and maybe yours did get by because I did not see it. House of Secrets 88, first DC House of Secrets in a 6.5. That's a cool looking book. And look at this one. House of Secrets 103. Love this cover. In a 5.5. Got cleaned up really nice. Very cool books. All right. What else we got? We're on box number 3 of 4, guys. I'm going through it pretty quick. Well, David, don't redo it. Did you get it? If you received the submission form, just forward that email back to me. That's all. You don't have to redo it again. I don't want you, unless you didn't receive a submission form. You know how it goes. You should have received an email. Take that email and forward it to me, info@thecomicdoctor.com, and I'll get it straight away. Okay. Thanks very much, Mark. Appreciate it. Love House of Secrets. I picked up a few myself. Yeah, they are popular books. Okay. We got some more oldies here. We got a 6.5 copy of Superman 147. First appearance of the Legion of Supervillains. First adult Legion of Superheroes. Adventure Comics 247 cover homage right here in a 6.5. We started seeing a little more Superman over the last. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder why Superman is becoming a little more popular. Gee, I wonder. We have a 7.5 copy of King Comic 71 from 1942. And that, I believe, is, what's his name? From Popeye, is it not? Isn't that, what's his name? Who likes the hamburgers? What's his name? Is that him? I'm not sure if it is or not. What's that guy? What's that character's name, guys, in Popeye, who eats the hamburgers? You got Popeye, you got Olive Oil, you got Brutus, and you got, it's sort of the W, I think. It's escaping me. Wimpy, there you go. Thank you. The prize goes to Francis. Appreciate it. Wimpy. Is that yours too, Justin? Thanks, guys. Dave, if you didn't receive anything, then yeah, you might have to send it over again. You might have to redo it because actually I can go really quickly and check. Let me see if David have it. If you didn't receive anything though, you should have received something. Let me just check here really quickly. David. I'm not seeing anything here. I'm not seeing anything, David. I think you might have to do. I'm sorry you have to do that again. I know it's a pain in the ass. I do apologize. Okay, let's keep going. We got a 9.6 copy of Batman number 386, Origin of First Appearance, a Black Mask. We have an Amazing Spider-Man 252 and a 9.4. And then we have a Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, first full appearance of Revan in a 9.6. And then we have a couple more in this box. And the next box is kind of neat. Magazines, comics, and some other stuff. All right. I like to end at two. I always like ending on 2 9/8. We got a 9/8 copy of Sonic the Hedgehog, newsstand edition in a 9.8. And then we have an Absolute Batman, also in a 9.8 right there. Okay, box number 3. One more to go. We're at 30 minutes. It's not bad. I could have probably done 2 more boxes. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe the next I'll do like 5 or 6 the next one. I can get through them pretty quick nowadays. All right, let me just put these away. All right, now we're on to box number 4. There's a couple of bangers in here. That I know. Mark says, hey, Kevin, lots to talk about when I see you Saturday. Yes, I saw you made an appointment, Mark. Look forward to seeing you. Oh, it's warm in here. If have any questions, guys, about comic book pressing, comic book grading, you can ask those questions. That's why I make myself available here, not only to show off these books that belong to you, but also to answer any questions you might have about the whole process, about what's happening in the world of grading as well. Happy to answer any questions you might have. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad, Justin. Perfect. My boy Wimpy. Excellent. All right. We got a CBCS copy of Daredevil #1. What? Wait a second. What the hell is it? And it's signed. Signed by Stan Lee? Signed by Stan Lee on the first page. What's going on here? This was a book that was sent in by Tony. He's been waiting a long time for this one too. This went to CCS. We asked them if they could crack it and potentially press it and guarantee a 9.0 in a CGC slab. And I wrote in a big bold letter on there, if you cannot guarantee a 9.0, do not crack that book out of there. And they must have felt they couldn't because they left the book as is. So yeah, I have no idea what they charge me for that. I got to look that up. Is it there? Maybe it's right here. Let's see. I'm curious to know what they charged. That's not it. And no, I don't know where it is. I'll find it later. Oh, there it is. What the hell's this? They didn't do anything to this book. And look what they charged me. What a waste of time. Look at this, guys. Look. See that? For what? They didn't do anything. Now I got to call them tomorrow and deal with this bullshit. So it drives me nuts. They didn't do nothing. They looked at the book. Charge me $20, fine. $480 to do nothing? Don't think so. If you don't check this stuff, guys, if you don't check this stuff, they charge you. And they don't send me, like I said many times, they don't send me proper statements every month. So I'm honestly, most of the time, I'm going on a wing and a prayer, praying they're not doing that kind of nonsense to me. So now I got to call tomorrow and complain about that and a robbery. Well, I'll tell you, I guarantee a lot of people, like, they ripped me off on those VHS cassettes. Remember 4 weeks ago, they sent one box back correctly and the other box back wrong. Well, the one box cost me almost $400. Still waiting on that. I called them today and said, what's going on? Are you just waiting for me to forget about it? Because, like, you guys owe me some money, and my clients. We paid $37, almost $37 per videotape to have it returned. Ridiculous. So anyways, we'll see. Now I got to deal with this bullshit. It's very irritating because I don't have time to sit on the phone for an hour talking to them. And then you have to wait. No decision's made just like that. You have to wait a week and stay on top of it. Otherwise, you forget about it. There goes your money, right? Ridiculous. Yeah, 400 and something. Oh, it's so frustrating. Okay, what else do we have here? Another Daredevil. This also belongs to Tony, I believe. This is a little bit less of a grade. It's a 1.8 right there. We have a 1.5 Batman #9 right there. Nothing wrong with that. Some Golden Age buttes. We have an Avengers #4, which was a 4.5 right there. I can tell you now, this one underwent a little bit of light therapy. This was a 4.5 previously. I'm going to tell you, we were a little nervous about this one. This is one of JP's books. We were pretty nervous with this one. I wasn't convinced it was going to get a 5 again, to be honest. I thought, oh my God, we're going to stay. I mean, it's missing a piece right here. You see that? So after we cracked it, I was kind of freaking out a little bit. And yeah, but it got a bump. So I'm happy. Hey, I'll take a small bump over no bump or a hit. I don't want to get hit on it at all. So that's good. What else we got here? We have Mask number 1 in a 9.8. And we have a 9.8 copy of Spawn 241 as well, and a 9.8. Trevor says, then we will need a video of you on the phone. You don't want that. I'm actually pretty polite. I have to be polite. I can't go on. Look, sometimes I get angry when I call them. Like they can tell I'm irritated. That whole thing with the X-Men 1 a few weeks back was the stupidest thing. Like it was just, I was most mad because someone didn't take control of the situation and find out the problem immediately. They just said, oh, FedEx has got it. FedEx is dealing with it. No, FedEx did shit. It got delivered to the wrong address. And thank God it got delivered to Comic Link, because I know guys at Comic Link. I contacted them and they shipped the book back to CGC on CGC's dime. I think on CGC's dime. That said, did I get charged to have the book sent to Comic Link? I have no idea. How would I know? They don't send me bloody statements unless I request them. Why do I have to request statements? They should just come automatically. You know, it kind of reminds me of like Rogers or all these companies that want us to do like paperless billing now. I'm all for saving the environment. I hate paperless billing. If I don't have a physical paper in front of me, I ain't paying it. I just won't. When Rogers used to be a paper bill, I was always on time. Rogers got rid of Rogers, by the way, if you're from the States. Rogers is our cell phone and television and internet provider up here in Canada, one of the main ones. So about 4 years ago, they got rid of paper billing, and I was forced to do paperless billing, and I have not paid that bill on time since that happened. I have 3 months go by. I'm just too busy. My brain's not there. And I requested it finally. Please, guys, give me. And they okay, we're going to send you paper billing. We're back at it again. Because I got a feeling the same thing happened to other people. And sure enough, they sent me my paper bill. I got one over here today as well, and I'll pay it because it's here. So I got a feeling CGC, you see, that's kind of what happens, with them. It's like, we're going to bill people. And if they don't check their notes, they don't check their statements. Well, look at it. $5 here, $10 there, $40 here, overcharge them here, overcharge them there. I had a system where I would cross-reference everything, and I was doing that. And I have my little, where is it? It's over here somewhere. Maybe I lost it. I had a little stamp. I had a little check mark stamp that every time I would check somebody's order, I would check to make sure it was paid on my Visa and paid to CGC and everything looked good. I put a check mark, and that kept me on track. But I'm so behind doing that now. I'm like a year and a half behind on that. It's just frustrating. It's just very, very frustrating. Anyways, Dave says, did you see my text message? No, I did not see a text message. I'll look right now. Text message from Dave. Let's see. A text message? There's no text message here, Dave. I have no text message, my friend. Please resend it, because I don't have a text message. I think I saw something on my email, but I didn't see a text message. Okay, let's continue here. I want to finish these guys off. We have some really cool magazines here, a whole bunch. And comics here too, magazine size. We've got a Whiz Comics #2, Anglo-American Publishing, #1, in a 5.0. Luke, you got to backtrack. A couple of your books are back from Niagara Falls. Check this one out. Here's nice Time commemorative edition from 2016. Muhammad Ali in a 9.6 white page. Beautiful copy there. That's weird. Dave, that's weird. It's not on my phone. Are you sure you didn't text it or email it to Square, like to my appointment page? It's a different thing. If you want to send it directly to my cell phone, you got to send it to my cell phone number. And you can find my number over my website if you want to send it directly to my cell phone. If not, you have to wait till I'm done the stream. I'm not sure what you're asking. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 4 and a 5.5. Oh, I see why. Okay. I know exactly why. Looks great. You turn it over, and there is a very large dog ear right here. Oh, wrong way. Where's it going? It's going like from here up to there. So again, when you have a modern book like this, you see, wow, it looks like a great looking book. Why the hell is it only a 5.5? Look carefully. If there's a dog ear or a dog ear that's been flattened out, but there's a crease still, they're going to nail you, especially on a modern book like that. Will you be going to Hamilton this year? No way in hell. Hamilton was the biggest waste of time and money last year. I got, I think, 2 comics submitted to that show. It was no one goes to that show for comic books. I was shocked that if I was selling like toys and video games and T-shirts and stuff, great show. It's a pop culture show, but it's certainly not a comic show. And even all the comic artists were very upset with that show as well too, because they weren't getting any submission or what do you call it? They were getting no commissions at all. People, they're really upset. So yeah, no, I'm not, I stay away from Hamilton. I won't do that show. Funny you should ask about that though. I'd like to start doing more shows. It's hard as I'm teaching still to do shows. I'm almost really close to the end. And when that happens, I'll start doing like shows all across Canada even. But right now, unfortunately, I'm really limited as to what shows I'm going to do. I'm going to pick them very carefully. I am like looking ahead to Montreal for next year. I'd like to do Montreal again. I'd love to do Winnipeg, but that's coming up very soon. I don't think I can do Winnipeg this year. Calgary, I'd like to try one time. So those bigger shows. Ottawa is next week. I'm this close to going to Ottawa, but I don't think I can make it happen. I'd like to. It's just too much of a short turnaround time, and I just don't have the time. But keep your ears to the ground. I'm going to probably start doing more shows, the bigger shows, but I got to be very selective. And just because Hamilton was so weak last year, I won't be going back to Hamilton. No, it's on. Free shipping is on if you submit 10 books or more. If you submit 10 books or more, I'll cover your shipping costs to me. That said, if you have an order, shipping from Ottawa, I guess you're in Ottawa, right? Ottawa to me it's not much money. I could probably even get you a shipping label at a discounted price. I don't really offer that because I don't want to be sitting here doing shipping labels all day because that's what'll happen. But I know I can get better rates for everybody. But if you're really concerned about the cost of shipping from Ottawa to me, give me an email or a text and we can talk about it. A couple of books won't be very much. Trust me, it'd be cheaper than Canada Post, that's for sure. And that'd be UPS. And yeah, to answer your question, I'm on the, you never know. I might do, I don't think so, but you never know. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Dave. I'll have a look in a minute. Mark says, that's my top flight one. Only 2 are known to exist. Steve Liston has a high-grade raw copy. I had a feeling that was yours. Okay, we've got more, and I'll come back to the questions in just a moment. We have a Nintendo Power 285 and a 9.4. It's a good grade on that white pager. These things are hard to get in good grade like that, guys. We also have, what else we got here? We have a couple of Sports Illustrated. We have October 21, Shohei Ohtani in a 9.4. And then another Shohei Ohtani. That one is in a 9, but a different copy, and a 9.6. It's a variant copy, I think, because it's the same month and year. Right there, 9.6. We also have, we got a Michael Jordan, I believe, subscription edition. First Michael Jordan and Sam Perkins cover. This is a pretty popular book from 1983 and a 5.5. This is one we see all the time at the shop. Really popular magazine, guys. and a 9.4 copy of September from 94, Golf World, number 10, 9.4. We also have, oh, here we go, Super World Comics. This one here, I think, belongs to Tony as well. Right edge of interior trimmed, it says, and a 1.5, pretty big book as well, and a 1.5. It's a pretty significant vintage book. And a Vampirella, number 113, first Harris issue, and a 6.0. There you go. Hector, 100%. Let's see your questions here. Yes, that's right. Canada White to boot. You know it. Will your witness still do a show without? Yes. So I did that at Fan Expo this year. I wasn't around, right? I was away with the family, and I wasn't going to do Fan Expo this year at all. But I had a lot of guys asking me to do it. So what I did is I'll be honest, I worked with Carlos from Gotham Central. I gave him a holler. We share the same. Look at Carlos is not a witness. He's a facilitator. I am not a witness. I'm a facilitator. We're not supposed to witness signatures. Now, that said, Carlos can witness for me, and I can witness for Carlos, or any other facilitator for that matter. Like I can go. When I was in San Diego Comic-Con, I witnessed a signature for CGC. I just happened to be there, and a guy was bringing a book in to get signed, and they had no witness. And I can go walk over. And they said, yeah, go. And so I went and I witnessed for them. As a facilitator, I can do that, but I cannot witness. I'm not supposed to witness my own books. Okay. But what I did is I tapped Carlos on the shoulder and I said, can I share your witness? So I set up with CGC. I let them know I was going to be there. I was going to be a presence there. And so, yeah, I registered our witness, and he did both of our books for us. And that's how it worked out. The only difference is Carlos doesn't do pressing, right? So, the guys who come to me, they want my team to press the books, and we do that after the books are signed. They come back to the shop, and then we hammer them out over the course of a week or two. We get them all done, and I submit them to CGC within the 4-week time frame. We get them back, and Bob's your uncle. With Carlos, he will have the books shipped to CGC, and if people want them pressed, if his customers want them pressed, generally they'll sign up for pressing through CGC, and that's fine, right? Whatever. It is what it is. But that's the way it works. So yeah, I can do any show. I could do a show, and Kevin, you saw yesterday on the show last night, he was trying to get a signing event set up for San Francisco. And he wanted me to actually fly out and facilitate it. And I said, I don't have to be there. I can facilitate it from here. And then if you get your witnessing credentials, and by the way, all of you can get any one of you can get your witnessing credentials to CGC. If you want more information on that, I could do a show on how you can become a witness. And as a witness, you can approach facilitators like myself or Carlos or any facilitator in Ontario, or if you're wherever you may live, and let them know that you are ready to work if you want to do that. Anyhow, so that's available to you. Anyway, so Kevin out in California wanted me to do that. Now I probably would have flown out because hell, I go to San Francisco for a weekend. Why not? It's off season. Why the hell not? That would have been fun, but that did not end up happening anyways. But that is certainly an option. WPG at White Pager. If you go to Ottawa, let's carpool. Yeah. Oh man, maybe I would just go one day. Yeah, Ottawa's not that far. If I go, it'll be with probably my son will come along. My wife might come too. When I start doing these long distance ones, I want it to be kind of like a staycation or a little mini vacation. We go, we do family stuff in the evenings, and then we do the show during the day. That's how I'm trying to organize. I did Niagara Falls this year. Jack was there. My witness was already at the show because he was set up with another guy. So it all worked out really well. So that's how I'm so carpooling with me, probably not a great idea. But again, Ottawa's an easy drive. Just watch that Napanee area. You'll get a speeding ticket. I did a couple of times. That's a Jordan first issue. Agree? It is. It is. And I already said that. Guys, listen, that's it. Thanks so much for popping by and watching this impromptu bonus unboxing. There's probably going to be one more. It might even be tomorrow night. What are you waiting for? If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the Comic Doctor YouTube channel. I'm on here, guys, like every single week, twice this week already, doing unboxings. So if you love checking out what's coming out of what's hot and what's not currently in the comic book world, you get a kind of a glimpse into that by checking out the show, because you're seeing what people are having submitted. Week to week, you see a lot of the same stuff, but you also see a lot of interesting older stuff or more unique things you don't often get to see either. So I hope you consider subscribing to the channel and, of course, liking that content. Of course, you can hit that like button. And guess what? If you are interested, great time to submit your books for pressing and cleaning. You can grade them yourself, or we can grade them for you, whatever you like. But we're happy to help if you have any books you want to have pressed, cleaned, and graded. We're also taking cards, trading cards, Pokemon cards, sports cards, you name it. Go on over to thecomicdoctor.com and you can check out all the different services we offer. Happy to help if you'd like. And also, oh, Luke's asking, did Carlos able to get all the SIGs? Apparently so, except for just the Mike Tyson. That's what I heard so far. And there was a few cancellations as well. Aside from the cancellations and that, and listen, those witnesses do what they can, right? They're at the mercy of the celebrities and their handlers and the crowds. But yeah, apparently everything went fine. So I'll be picking those books up this week, I believe. And what else was I going to tell you? That's pretty much it for me, guys. Remember, if you have comics, if you have 10 or more you're thinking of submitting, well, now is a great time to submit, because I'll pay for your shipping label. That's right. Again, I bring this, I take this away and I bring it back again. Guys always ask, I get a free shipping label. So I've kind of made it a mainstay for now. For Canadian clients, not a big deal. It's pretty straightforward. Anywhere from Vancouver, from the West Coast, all the way to the East Coast, and all the way north too, I will pay for your shipping label if you submit 10 or more comics for pressing and cleaning. Happy to send you a UPS or FedEx or Purelator shipping label. If you're in the United States, I'll do the same thing. US costs me a little bit more, I'll be honest, because they always, the border always charges me a customs clearance fee, and my broker charges me for that. But you know what? No problem. 10 or more books, I'm still going to do it for you guys. I love my American clients as well. All right, guys, where are my banners? That's it for me. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll probably see you here again tomorrow. So turn that notification bell on so you'll know when I go live. Take care, guys. Have a great night. And I'll be contacting those people whose books are finished as soon as possible so you can make an appointment to pick them up. Bye for now. See ya.